My name is Mbortnowski. I'm from Cherry Hill, New Jersey. I'm an EMT basic, and I'll be a graduate from Texas A&M Fire Academy in 2010. And today I'll be discussing EDIH, or EDITH, or exit drills in the home, which discusses the importance of home safety plans and home exit drills. The objectives of EDIH, or exit drills in the home, is to understand the main concepts of the home escape plan, so you are able to escape from your house in case of an emergency. Or be able to design your own individual family exit plan, because each family dwelling is different: 2-story, 1-story, 6 rooms, 4 rooms. And you learn the proper procedure for a variety of situations involving a fire: where it's located at, where your meeting place is going to be, and be able to properly inform other people, not just you, be able to go to another house and determine where the exits are, how many exits, and just be able to properly be able to get out of the house safely with other people and your family, and basically be able to inform other people of the exit drills and the EDIH exit drills at home. Why do we have exit fire drills? Make sure individuals are aware of an emergency and know exactly what to do, because a lot of people do get flustered in an emergency situation. And one of the important aspects of why we have exit fire drills is you sleep at home. I mean, you do everything at home. You eat, you sleep, you relax, and when you're asleep, you don't know what's going on while you're asleep. And in the kitchen, maybe you left the stove on, so you do everything at home. So that's why you need to know where the exits are and how to safely get out, because you spend most of your time at your house. And sometimes in an emergency, like I said, people get scared and it's hard to remember important things. So that's why I highlighted it below. The more you practice, the easier it is to stay calm, and the safer and faster you can get out. This is a little drawing of a sample house and how fast smoke can spread throughout the home. So the fire started in the living room, and what smoke and heat does is it rises because it's trying to find oxygen-rich air. So basically the living room, it's smothering up in the living room, so it's trying to rise up the stairs, in the dining room, master bedroom, guest room. It's trying to find that oxygen-rich air. So it could really spread throughout. Heat and smoke can spread throughout a room and a home very, very quickly. So that's why it also is very important that you do have a plan. Exits and family discussion. This is basically what you need to talk about with your family, so everybody's on the same page to make sure everybody can safely get out of their home during an emergency. Typically, the door or window is used, but the door is preferred. It depends on where you are, how many exits are in the room, or 1-story or 2-story. And also you have to discuss the importance of exits with the family members, like I just said. Everybody needs to know where the exits are, where the windows are, and the doors. So you should inform your family, or one by one or all together, even more importantly, to go from room to room and go over the exits as a group. Depends on if you're single or you have a family, but everybody needs to know and everybody needs to be on the same page. And designate a meeting place so everybody in the family knows where to go once they exit the house. That's why I put another house, because one of the most common after they get out is they go to a neighbor's house across the street or down the street. A tree nearby, like the family tree, or like the biggest tree in the yard, away from the heat and the fire, or a mailbox, just simple things where kind of like you treat it as a checkpoint where the family can all meet and they're all together. And how many exits needed in each room? At least 2, whether it's a window or door. So this is the scenario, the procedure of how to get out of your home and how to recognize when there's an emergency. So in the middle of the night, you're awakened by the smoke, awakened by the smoke or the smoke alarm. What do? Crawl to the floor and actually stay low below the smoke, and you feel the door with the back of your hand, like this, not like this, because if you palm forward, if the door is in fact hot, you could burn your palms. And what do you do with your palms? You grip things. So if you burn the palm of your hands, it's going to be much harder to get out and to feel your way around. So if you have to feel with the back of your hand, it's much safer that way. And if it is hot and the fire is close by and you need to use your second exit, it's probably most likely going to be a window, because the door is obviously hot. You can't go through there. And if the door is In fact, cool, open it slowly, looking around, smelling for smoke, and you proceed to the nearest exit and the means of egress, basically. If on the second floor, you have to follow the same procedure, but a window is not recommended because you're in a 2-story dwelling. So you usually should wait for firefighter assistance. And this is an example. These are pictures, staying low in the smoke, keeping your head down and feeling your way with your hands. And this is where the child's at the door. He's feeling it. He's actually feeling it with his palms forward, which is actually wrong. It should be your palm outward, or you put your hand facing against the door. So, but this is basically a model of what you should do, how you should crawl through the room, and how to feel the door. Okay, so this is when you need firefighter assistance, when you can't get out and you actually are trapped. While waiting for help, you should call 911, obviously, if there's a phone in the room. Keep the door closed and stuff a blanket or bedspread in space between the floor and the bottom of the door, like these cracks right here. Anything, any pillow, flat pillow, blanket, towel, anything that could fit under that crack so you won't get the smoke in the room and you won't be asphyxiated with the smoke. And stand in the window. If the window is open, you take the screen out if there is one, and you stand out and the biggest thing is your voice. If you scream and you yell, somebody's got to hear you if the fire department is there. Also, you can wave something light, like a flashlight, where it's very easy to see and you're very obvious to the outside. So it's very important you get the attention of the people and you need help. If the room becomes smoky, stay low and do not hide. If you hide, it makes it way harder for the firefighter or the fire team and the search to see you. Sometimes when children get scared, they feel safer if they hide under the bed or in the closet. So if there's a fire, children need to be easy to find. Review. Having a home escape plan is very important. Obviously, a home escape plan should include 2 exits out of every room and a meeting place. A meeting place and the exits are very important. The family, whether you're single or you have an entire family, everybody needs to know. What to do if you're upstairs when the door is hot. Stuff the space under the door, bed sheet, blanket, towel, with something to block the smoke so you don't become asphyxiated. Open the window, throw pillows, etc., flashlights to get the attention of the firefighters or EMS outside. Yell out the window and wave. If the smoke is in the room, stay low. If there's any questions or you need any assistance, contact me at michael.bortnowski84@buck.blinn.edu.